What's up, Hulahans? We're back
Oh, Danny boy. There he is.
in the house.
That's it. I saw him last week, but you guys didn't. So,
Yeah,
welcome.
pretty epic.
It
Pretty
was,
epic.
dude.
Johnny's doing music solos while I'm gone and getting comments. I mean, oof, might have
I,
a little side hustle going on.
bro, I try to do everything to keep him entertained, man. Bread and circus. It was a wonderful time seeing you, dude. You got a nice family. You come from
Well,
a
we got a
nice
couple of new
state.
subscribers, so
What?
shouts out.
Holy cow, man. How did that happen? God
Someone liked
bless
the
you
singing,
guys.
Johnny.
Something about it. They're like, this is so weird. We got to see more of this.
Yeah,
Well,
but
awesome to have you back.
appreciate the love for Minnesota. I think the
Oh,
important
dude.
thing that I want to drop here
Yeah.
is everyone, kind of thinks of us in Hawaii and they're like, oh, you guys are so lucky. It's so beautiful. And I agree. But I
Hmm.
also just want to remind people that it's so beautiful in many other places where they come from too. I mean, you've seen it in Oregon recently. I've seen it in Minnesota. I was
Totally.
down in Texas, been a few other spots. I mean, there really is, on a life level, there's beauty to behold wherever you are. And it's important that you enjoy and celebrate that. So just wanted to throw that out there for people.
Get outside there, guys, wherever you are, especially if you're in the city. I'm sure you can find some beauty. Singapore seems to have mastered beautiful cities with a lot of trees. So somebody needs to clue us in. That would be
Dude, they
awesome. Yeah.
plant trees over here like crazy.
I mean, carbon dioxide loves the trees, right? So I guess that's one way that we could potentially battle what they say is not good for us, even though we expel it and trees eat it.
Oh, they're also replanting deserts over here. Have you seen some of that? Those
I have
projects
not.
where they make the desert into a green oasis,
Wow.
like straight up trippy, millions of square miles of land just was once sand and now is like green and lush after like
Yeah,
five,
you
7 years.
it's so cool that
So
you
you
get
can
to
kind of
kind
do
of
whatever you want.
yeah, dude, it's cool that you get to go over and see exactly what's happening in China from time to time. Because for me, man, it looks crazy. Like I was watching somebody get into some exoskeleton robot suit and they'd never walked, in how many years, and that thing had them cruising around, man. Meanwhile, I've got my aunt and uncle paying somebody to be at their house all the time because they can't get upstairs. I'm like, man, are we just so behind? Didn't they just build the world's biggest bridge and it took them all of 2 years or something?
2 years, yeah, we haven't built anything on Front Street.
Bro, we're going to need 2 years to study what we want to do, or at least that's what we have been doing for the last 2 years, apparently. And now we're
Talking
presenting
about
different
studying, yeah, what's
ideas.
what's going on tomorrow? Some sort of
Oh,
studying, huh?
this is why you don't want the government involved in anything. I mean, they just are so absolutely ineffective, right? Because it's just nonstop opinions. And yeah, anyway, so big news tomorrow. Let's bring them back to Bill 9 here. We're still we're still on bated breath to the
So tomorrow's a little
vacation
gathering.
condos. Yeah, tomorrow's a big gathering, man. So the Maui County Council did some studying after they threw the hand grenade in. They decided to study the effects. And so now we're going to get the results of that study, potential carve outs, maybe. Hopefully, we have an understanding about what it means for places like Maui Hill that has so many timeshare units in an apartment zoned complex. Hopefully, we hear different things about different resort areas. I don't know, but it feels like maybe we hear something tomorrow. So um, you can check it out at the usual spots. If you're on Maui itself, channel 55, that is the government channel over here. Maui County has Facebook pages and then a YouTube page as well. If you need some help finding those things, just hit us any way that you can in the comments, find us online, smoke signal, one of those things.
There it is. And how interesting that we throw some grenades and rile up the whole island and then after decide to study the impacts of it. in more
make
depth.
make it make sense, dude. I'll tell you what right now, Danny. So I was at Lahaina Shores, right? We have our newest listing, the best
Yep.
mountain view unit there, unit 620. It's stunning. But I was talking story with Allison, who's one of the front desk people there, and I was just telling her, I was like, sister, it kind of feels like COVID. Like just like
Mm,
not a lot of people on the island, plenty of parking, that kind of quiet.
wow.
And so
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say, like, if your idea of Maui is during the high season where you need a lot of people here, I mean, it's going to be a while before that comes back. But if you are feeling that you missed out on like the COVID experience that we all bragged about, it's a nice time to be on Maui, man. It really, really is. I mean, yeah. So just going to say that there are not a lot of people
Wow.
here. There may not be a lot of people here for a while. That isn't necessarily a bad thing. And I'll tell you what, we adapt, man. So I will adapt, Danny. I promise you that, man.
Depends on the parties involved. Is
That,
it good or bad? I mean,
that's
you're
it.
enjoying the quiet. Some of the rentals might be feeling some of the pain of lower
I'm telling you.
rentability.
Yeah, we're about to list one at one of our team's past clients, right? We're about to list one in Kahana Manor. They had mentioned to us they haven't had a rental in the last 3-4 months, man. So
Yeah, I don't. That just seems crazy to not have a rental at all in the summertime for months.
dude, and I'm going to
So
tell you, like, I mean, a lot of these mom and pop businesses are centered around cleaning for these types of places, right? And, if the big boys are hurting, all the Maui Paradise properties and My Perfect Stays and the coral trees that are out there, man, got to imagine what the mom and pops are feeling, right? So
they feeling it too.
that's it. Um, Yeah, so we can go towards the Hulahan. I'll just keep jabbering here, Danny. I had a buddy of mine ask me recently. He's Canadian. He owns a couple units in Ainanalu, but he asked me a question. He said, "John, when is the bottom?" And isn't that something that everybody wants to know, right? And I'll share with you guys in the real estate world, bottoms are seen, and we're talking about the bottom of the market, not somebody's backside, but bottoms of the market are seen in the rearview mirror, meaning it happens. And then we look back and we go, oh, yeah, that must have been in the bottom in the back because we need some confirmation to happen before we can say it happened. But there is a phenomenon in most investment asset classes called the reversion to the mean. And what that means is typically in a correction, you go back to where you started. Now, the thing that I don't know when it comes
Mm,
to reversion of the mean, Danny, do we go all the way back to like 2016, 2014 ish? Because that's how long it took for Maui to eat up all the excess supply from the Great Recession.
sure did.
It took a long time, man, because Maui is bought so much by people that don't need Maui, but they want Maui, right? So you had a lot of those types of properties, vacation rental condos, those sort of things up for sale, not a lot
Hmm.
of local people buying them. So it literally took until then. So I don't know. But I do feel that we need to revert back to pre COVID pricing. And that's why I keep preaching about Lahaina Shores. It's one of the few places that I've seen do that. Let's do it, Danny. Here we go. Another example
Look at
of
this,
aspirational
30%
pricing.
drop.
That's it, man. So this is what we do. We're big, powerful. Got big reputations here. I've been selling Maui real estate for 20 years, and I price the same way that I did 20 years ago, and that's where we price it
Mm.
high, and we just peel it until we find the market. But I sound good when I recommend $7.5 million to you 300 days ago. Where I'm sheepish
Wow.
is where I continue to come and tell you, hey, we need to do price reductions. Hit that H button for me, Danny. Let's just see how many
And
price reductions we did on this guy here. And I get
almost
it.
2.5 million already.
I get
My
it, dude. It's
goodness.
a tough market out there. So in the last year, this is what it looked like. So they waited 3 months for the first one. Then after that, they
And
they were like,
then
that wasn't it.
weeks.
Yeah. And then they did another rapid one there. And then they waited another 4. And then now they've waited another 2. And yeah, it's a tough market to price in, guys. But I'll tell you what, the
Could be.
only people, yeah, people are buying right now when they feel comfy. When they're like, okay, that's a deal. I don't care if it goes lower, I'm okay with it. That's what it's taking for people to buy right now. And nobody wants to buy COVID, especially in an apartment zone. Nobody's willing to learn to buy that.
You're definitely feeling a lot better about 5.2 than 7.5.
Facts. Facts. Somebody's going to say that's a deal, and they're probably right.
That's
But
it.
the problem for me,
But you
dude,
got hotel
is
zones
like,
here, so
well, that's it, right? So moving on,
let's move on.
right? Oh, it looks a lot like, I was going to say, it looks like haiku or upcountry. So there we have it. Kekaulike, that's right by my kid's school. So kind of feels like Kula 200 ish, somewhere around there. 3 bedroom, 2.5 bath, 3215 square feet. How big of an ohana do I have on this guy here, Danny? 2 bedroom. There it is. 2 bedroom, 2 bath, 912 square feet. Yeah, nobody wants to pay 4 million for that, Danny. Built in 82. Now down to 3.1. I mean, is it highly updated? Run me through a couple of photos here, buddy. Mm, it's this funky house.
Yeah, a bit of funk.
There it is. So we build them all shapes and sizes here in Hawaii. We build Cape Cods, whatever you want. I mean, if somebody moved over here from the East Coast, they built a house that they liked the looks of. That's not a Cape Cod there. I don't know what you would call that. Contemporary? Anyway.
Contemporary, I think.
Yep. Oh, here we go. Right next to it, you can buy the Ohana with its own Ohana.
Comes back, Johnny.
Oh, Kauhale, bro. Did they drop it even more? I sent this to a client that was
A
asking
little
me
bit.
about deals for condos. I mean, dude, she put the money into it. It's cute inside. It's a funky floor plan, but it'll work for somebody. I'm telling you, that's where you want to be too.
This is the move in the market right now, Johnny. Going single family over condo, I think, with all the HOA prices, some of the uncertainty in the condos. I mean, this, you know what you're getting, and it's going to be there for a while.
It's definitely holding up the residential side of things. But yeah, man, I was seeing our friend Sarah just listed one in Wailea, starter Wailea for like $2 million, dude. So I can buy Ho'olei apartments in a hotel zone. Yay, I can rent it out, pay a bunch of fees, 4, 5, 6 grand, and pay 5 milli for that on a deal. Or I can buy this and let it sit. Or I can just rent out that back ohana in the back. That person keeps an eye on it for me, make a little income, pay for the taxes. Have a nice day.
Mm.
Moving on to the next one.
Options, options.
That's it.
Yep. Let's see what we got. Come on. Here we go.
Well, it's Columbus Day again because Trump's back in office. So it's taking a holiday.
Sure is.
Oh, Wailuku. There it
Holiday.
is, gang. Pakukalu might need a little work. It is a foreclosure. Well, technically, REO. Guys, that means real estate owned. Foreclosure, bank takes it back, then bank decides that they're going to sell it themselves. That's what an REO is. Real estate owned. So that's what this is right here. 87 days ago, they thought this guy was worth 520. Now we're down to 429.9. It's on a decent sized lot. You could definitely develop there. I'm going to make this claim. Pakukalu is a place that is up and coming. And it's because of these types of price ranges where younger people are buying them because they can do the work themselves. And it's going to be cool. There may be a surf spot close by that you may want to know about.
Sure is. This one is ripe for the picking.
Yeah. Hawaiian time on the Ram.
Well, Ram seems to be timing out, so but there you have it. Deals in the market, prices going down, things sitting longer, houses are looking more attractive than condos. What say you, Johnny?
Yes, except for Lahaina Shores. And you can vacation rent there. Just got to pay 15 bucks a day. And people are actually vacationing there. I'm watching it as I'm doing open houses. Check out our listing
Really?
at unit 620. Um, it's a nice one. Yeah. I
Moving.
had I had Coal Bankers send me a projection that had it grossing somewhere in the 40s.
Oof.
Yeah, I was like, okay. I mean, hey, you're putting yourself
Oof.
out there.
What is that, like $100 a night
Somewhere
or
along
what?
there. Somewhere along there. But still a strategy for the right person, man.
Uh,
You do that
that seems
self managed and do the little tax break if you're a high income person, high net pay. Anyway, good to have you back, Danny. Sorry about the
options,
technical
options.
difficulties, gang. Um,
Until
let's
next time.
yeah, let's fill them in real quick. What's going to be happening though, Danny? So you're going somewhere come Friday, right?
Friday, heading out, flying to Nepal via India for about 2 weeks.
That is crazy. And this is a mission trip called Project Video.
Project video,
And
kind of a mission trip, hanging out with some local teams, giving them a little encouragement, spending some time together, and doing some hikes for fun up in the Himalayas. So
that
it's
is
kind of
so
crazy.
cool,
Never
man.
been, don't know anything
Yeah.
about it,
Yeah,
but interested to see. I mean, it seems like a good time to be there. There's a lot of tension in the air with the government there. Probably seen
for
some of that in the
sure.
news. So
Absolutely.
kind of keen to go check it out.
Project Video Gang, check it out online. It's awesome, man, what they're doing. Basically just plopping technology into indigenous people's hands and saying, listen to Jesus. That's pretty cool. All right.
That's what we do.
That's right.
So you got to check it
Ahui
out when you're
ho,
in
gang.
town.
Yes,
Till
that
next
was
time.
cool.